going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the German Bear Podcast. And today we want to take a deep dive into Tyson Bagent's performance in Week 2 of the Chicago Bears preseason. Tyson Bagent is a UDFA for the Chicago Bears in this year's offseason and is obviously playing quarterback and has done some really impressive stuff so far in the 2023 preseason for the Chicago Bears. As we know, right now, PJ Walker is slated as the quarterback 2 behind Justin Fields, but Tyson Bagent is making a pretty strong case that he might be the guy that the Chicago Bears would rely on if anything happens to Justin Fields. So today, we want to look at his game tape. Don't have the all 22 once again, just have to work with the broadcast, but we'll work through preseason with that, and then we're going to get into the regular season with all 22 breakdowns once again. So excited for that. But overall, really good performance. Tyson Bagent went 9 for 10, 76 yards, and also had 2 rushes for 4 yards and a touchdown today. So we're going to look at all of his passing attempts, look at his completions and his incompletion as well, and then into the rushing touchdown too. So really excited to break this down for you guys. And with that being said, super excited. Let's get right into it. Tyson Bagent against the Indianapolis Colts. Big game from him. Starting off with the first play that he had an actual dropback in a 2nd and 10 situation. Chicago Bears in a bunch left. And to the right, we are in an empty look with Roschon Johnson out wide too. As for the play call overall at the bunch, we got from left to the right, we got a 10 and out, then a from the guy that leads the bunch, a OTB route, so over the ball. And then from the slot guy, we got a quick out into the flats. So like that concept overall. And then on the other side, the backside, we got Roschon Johnson who's running into the flats. And then a little combination here, simple as always, with Dante Pettis with the slant. And he's going to hit him right here. But overall, Bears get a cover 2 look right here from the Colts. Great read by Tyson Bagent right here. Slant is wide open. And then good job by Dante Pettis too to find the space in behind the linebackers. But what I love right here is rhythm drop. Looks really smooth in his drop back. No hitch at all right here. Just fires it straight up with no hitch right there. So great throw by Tyson Bagent, and also just great anticipation. I mean, look when he actually releases that football. Absolutely phenomenal job right here. It's an easy completion. Good job by Tyson Bagent. Poised right here back in the pocket and fires an easy football for a couple of good yards right there on 2nd and 10. Next play we want to look at 1st and 10 situation. This time a PA bootleg to the right. So motioning him out a little bit and getting him out of the pocket, getting him a little bit more room to breathe. Right here, beautiful slide protection by the offensive line of the Chicago Bears, and really good sell by Tyson Bagent. As for the routes that we have on the play at the bottom of the screen, the 2 receivers lined up to the left of the formation probably have something like over routes or posts that work to the right side, so where Tyson Bagent is rolling out to. Can't see it right here in the broadcast, but he's actually going to hit Nasimba Webster on that route, which was a beautiful just 10 and out route or sandy route, which is about 6 steps, right, and then you're working towards the sideline. And right there, really good sell, as I said, and then good job gaining separation from the incoming rusher that's trying to pressure him, and then shows a very strong arm on a run to his right, throwing on the run right, and then just a little cross body action here too by Tyson Bagent. So he has to really rip it here. He does a great job of just placing it where only Nasimba Webster can get it, and yeah, just really a dime to Nasimba Webster on that play too. So really good start throwing the football right here for Tyson Bagent against the Indianapolis Colts. As we want to move on to the 3rd pass that he actually did, was a 1st and 10 this time. Very similar call where DJ Moore last week got that big 60-plus yard touchdown. This time they tried to Dante Pettis, and Nasimba Webster, who's actually going to have the key block here, has a good call out. To be honest, right here, he just signals to Tyson Bagent, hey, the guy above me is going to blitz. We got the leverage, and then also good job by Tyson Bagent recognizing the leverage and the blitzing nickel, and then he just no laces, very accurate on that now screen, gets it out fast and gets into the playmaker's hands. Now Nasimba Webster gets killed, does a great job of calling it out. Not so good of a job of blocking actually, but still a couple of yards on 1st and 10. We'll take that any day of the week. As we now move on to the 4th dropback for Tyson Bagent Bagent for the game. This time a first and 15 situation. Really love this play overall. We got RPO action right here a little bit, and perfect execution once again by Bagent. We got a sniffer right here to the left of the formation in the A gap when he's going to pull into the A gap actually. And right here, he just has the option right if he wants to hand it off to Roschon Johnson, and just love how he reads it patiently. And then the 20 is the read right here, the cornerback or nickelback, and he gets sucked up to the line of scrimmage, and then just great. Love how he reads it patiently, and then just Tyson Bagent pulls it, and then just accurate completion for a good gain right there on a in route by, I don't know who the receiver was, but just like that quick little RPO play, get a 5 and in there, right? Quick, easy completion, first and 15, get some yards back. So really loved seeing that. As we move on to play number 5 for the game day, first and 10 situation now. We got a classic stick concept. So at the bottom and the top of the screen, just mirrored right here, we got flats from the insides and then just stick routes from the outside receivers right here. He decides to go with the top of the screen. I think it's to Daniel Carlson or to somewhat of a tight end. I think it's 81. It's not Carlson. He has 88. And he just has to pick a side right here. He likes the top of the screen. Maybe easier for him to throw to as a right-handed quarterback. And really good decision overall where he wants to place it, right? He tries to hit the flat route right here. Just doesn't get it off cleanly on that one. That's his only completion of the entire game day. And still, I really like the read on the play. Mechanically, he could have stepped into the throw a little bit more. He just relies on his arm here and it's a little bit inaccurate, but overall really accurate day for him. Just right here, missed him, but still great read on that stick concept right here. As we move on to a second and 10 situation, pass number 10 for him now, and this is just an easy play once again. Last time went for a big play against the Tennessee Titans on a just halfback slip screen right here. This time to Roschon Johnson. Bears try it again on a second and 10. Everyone is about to clear the field. All the wide receivers just taking everybody down deep. And then, like I said, easy completion, I know right here, but still love how he's calm in the pocket, doesn't panic on that play, and then I love how he keeps the eyes downfield to keep the linebackers on their toes, selling the screen well, and then dumps it off to Roschon Johnson for a really nice gain right there. But that's still great job, really poised in the pocket. Good stuff by Tyson Bagent there once again. As we move on to a second and 8 later in the game, and this is once again a great call by Luke Getsy. Love it against off coverage, and then also good job of reading the leverage right here pre-snap by Tyson Bagent. On the play, we got a 2x2 formation on the left, on the bottom of the screen. We got from the outside receiver a just speed out right to work into the flats, and then from the tight end we got a 10 and out, and then from the running back, I think it is Travis Homer on the play, is going to run an angle route, and then at the top of the screen from the inside guy, from the slot receiver, we got somewhat of a circus route. I don't know necessarily what it is. He kind of bends it a little bit, and then a beautiful route by Daurice Fountain, who's going to get the ball, the outside receiver at the top of the screen, with a beautiful sandy route where you just want to work against leverage and then run away from coverage. And that's what Fountain is doing right here, just running away from the coverage, as I said, and then perfect ball placement, no hitch on the play, just fires it once again. Good arm strength here, and I love that play by Tyson Bagent. It's a longer throw. It's a throw that needs to be on the money, and he delivers here 100%. So love it once again what he does on that play right here. As the drive continues right here, we got a crucial situation for the Bears to convert 3rd and 3 into the red zone. That's a crucial down. We need to convert here, and right here on the play at the bottom of the screen, the 3x1 side, the trip side, we got from the outside and the number 2 receiver just slant routes, and then from the tight end we somewhat have a clear route or just a pick route to draw away that linebacker to free up those slants underneath. And then at the top of the screen, the single side, we got from the running back a route into the flats, and just like before, a slant by the outside receiver right there, which is Daurice Fountain once again. Really love the connection that those two have established so far. And right here, Tyson Bagent really likes the matchup against the corner. Again, perfect accuracy on the play, does a correct read, and then just overall great stuff by Tyson Bagent. Again, getting the ball out fast, great completions, easy ones to move the field, to move the chains. Great stuff. 3rd and 3, clutch play right there by Fountain and Bagent on another completion right here. As we then move on to the finishing play of that drive, 3rd and goal. And right here, he shows us athleticism. For the actual routes on the play, we got a bunch formation at the top of the screen. And it's just a simple mesh concept right here. So the 2 or the inside guy, the number 3 on the bunch side is running a shallow cross. So does the backside receiver, the single side receiver here too. We got the guy that leads the bunch, the number 2 receiver, is running running a OTB route, so over the ball, and then the number 1 receiver is running a corner route, and we got the running back working into the flats, Roschon Johnson, on that play, and he maybe could have thrown it to Roschon Johnson here. He looks a little bit open, but I feel like the linebacker just reads his eyes, and he's not looking his way, so if he actually goes there to Roschon Johnson, it might be undercut and thrown for a pick 6, so I like that by him not throwing that, right, and then just a hole opens up by the offensive line. Love the confidence, just pulls it and jumps into the end zone for a touchdown. Great way of finishing off that picture-perfect drive by the Chicago Bears and Tyson Bagent. As we then want to move on to the last play that we want to look at today, which was on the last drive that he got in that play. Only got 2 drives, unfortunately. 3rd and 12 situation. Once again, a very crucial down. And right here, 5-step drop. We have Daurice Fountain at the top of the screen with a 10 and in. Don't see any other routes here with the broadcast. Really tough to recognize that. But 10 and in or 12 and in, just working to the sticks, right? 5-step drop. So the first bigger drop that he had all game. Trust Fountain to win his matchup, and then just great anticipation right here on that play, and then just pinpoint accuracy once again for a almost first down. Unfortunately, he wasn't close enough to Daurice Fountain, so maybe you want to run that a little bit past the stick so he can work back to get a bit more separation right here, but still love how he sits back there and then fires with anticipation and gets it in there for almost a first down. And the next time, maybe receivers a little bit deeper and they will actually convert that. But still, overall, for the performance of Tyson Bagent, what can we say? He looked really poised in the pocket, really accurate, great decisions in the backfield, and also was under control for the entire time he was on the field. And in addition, scored on that play with his legs, so showed a little bit of athleticism too. Those are all things that you want to see from your quarterback too, right? And even though maybe PJ Walker is still above him on the depth chart, Tyson Bagent is probably really making a strong push to stay on the Chicago Bears roster and eventually maybe being a quarterback too for the Chicago Bears. And if he's not going to be that guy right away, he showed the potential that he could be that guy for the next couple of years now. And let's see how he still performs in the last preseason game, right? It's not all said and done yet, and maybe the competition is over, but we obviously don't have insider information on what the Chicago Bears like and if they really want Tyson Bagent to become the quarterback too in the future for the Chicago Bears. But with that being said, that's the end of the video, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. Definitely let me know in the comments down below what you think of Tyson Bagent's performance and if he really has a shot to be the quarterback too for the Chicago Bears moving forward in 2023. Like and subscribe if you liked the video. Check out Instagram and Twitter if you want to as well. And as always, guys, bear down.